Hey guys! Welcome to AWS DBA. In this session, we are going to see about read replica configuration with PostgreSQL. Read replica configuration with PostgreSQL. Amazon ADS, PostgreSQL uses PostgreSQL native streaming replication to create a read-only copy of a source DB instance. This read replica, a standby in PostgreSQL terms, DB instance is an asynchronously created, physical replication of the source DB instance. It's created by a special connection that transmits write-ahead log, WAL, data, between the source DB instance and the read replica, where PostgreSQL asynchronously streams database changes as they are made. PostgreSQL uses a replication role to perform streaming replication. The role is privileged, but can't be used to modify any data. PostgreSQL uses a single process for handling replication. Before a DB instance can serve as a source DB instance, you must enable automatic backups on the source DB instance by setting the backup retention period to a value other than 0. Creating a PostgreSQL read replica doesn't require an outage for the source DB instance. Amazon ADS sets the necessary parameters and permissions for the source DB instance and the read replica without any service interruption. A snapshot is taken of the source DB instance, and this snapshot becomes the read replica. No outage occurs when you delete a read replica. You can create up to 5 read replicas from one source DB instance. For replication to operate effectively, each read replica should have the same amount of compute and storage resources as the source DB instance. If you scale the source DB instance, also scale the read replicas. Amazon ADS overrides any incompatible parameters on a read replica if it prevents the read replica from starting. For example, suppose that the max_connections parameter value is higher on the source DB instance than on the read replica. In that case, Amazon ADS updates the parameter on the read replica to be the same value as that on the source DB instance. PostgreSQL DB instances use a secure connection that you can encrypt by setting the SSL parameter to 1 for both the source and the read replica instances. You can create a read replica from either single as or MultiasDB instance deployments. You use multi-as deployments to improve the durability and availability of critical data, but you can't use the multi as secondary to serve read-only queries. Instead, you can create read replicas from high-traffic MultiasDB instances to offload read-only queries. If the source instance of a multi-as deployment fails over to the secondary, any associated read replicas automatically switch to use the secondary, now primary, as their replication source. You can create a read replica as a MultiasDB instance. Amazon ADS creates a standby of your replica in another availability zone for failover support for the replica. Creating your read replica as a MultiasDB instance is independent of whether the source database is a MultiasDB instance. If you use the Postgre_FTW extension to access data from a remote server, the read replica will also have access to the remote server.